and I see a huge star falling.
Iran, where state media has now confirmed the death of President Ibrahim Raisi and the country's foreign minister after a deadly helicopter crash.
Pray for Texas. Pray for Texas. Pray for Texas.
We are out here in West Temple where there is so much destruction from the tornado last night.
On the 31st of December 2023, Prophet Peter Adeoti gave a prophecy about seeing a major aircraft incident. Let's watch.
There will be major aircraft incidents, but there is one that will be alarming to the world. There will be major aircraft incident, but there is one that will be alarming to the world. Let us pray.
We begin with a plane crash in Central Asia. Remarkably, about half of the 67 people on board survived the fiery wreck. The passenger jet flying from Azerbaijan to Russia crashed in Kazakhstan. The Embraer E-190 aircraft burst into flames after impact along the shore of the Caspian Sea. Now, there are plenty of questions as investigators work to connect the dots. Among them, why was the plane hundreds of miles away from its scheduled route? And why was the nearest Russian airport on the flight path closed to incoming traffic this morning? As for what caused the accident, Russia's aviation authority says it appears a bird strike led to an emergency situation on board. CBS's Chris Livesay is monitoring developments from Italy. Chris, any other factors that may have been at play here?
Well, good evening, Jerika. Azerbaijan Airlines is reportedly saying that they've recovered the plane's flight data recorder and that the plane had to be rerouted after takeoff due to bad weather.
Cell phone video recorded the final moments of the commercial flight. In seconds, smoke turned to flames about 2 miles outside the Kazakh city of Aktau. Rescuers dragged survivors from what's left of the passenger jet, now split in two and flipped upside down. In this remote Central Asian city off the Caspian Sea, the ground strewn with wreckage and the dead.
This cell phone footage posted online shows passengers on board the plane before the crash. It appears there's damage to the wing and oxygen masks in use.
Azerbaijan Airlines said the Embraer 190 jet en route from Baku to Grozny, Russia, was attempting to make an emergency landing. Russia's aviation watchdog said preliminary evidence suggested it was after the jet collided with birds. Most passengers were from Central Asia. 16 were from Russia. The plane crashed. There are people killed. There are many injured, said Russian President Vladimir Putin. Let's hope for their recovery.
Now, the model of the plane that went down, the ERJ-190, is made by a Brazilian company. JetBlue is the biggest American company that uses it, but says it had planned on retiring that model in 2025. Jerika?
Yeah, so incredible that so many people survived. Chris Livesay, thank you.
When God's servant speaks, the wise listen.